Yeah, I'm live on Twitch and I should be live on YouTube as well. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on Twitch, right? Yeah, okay. Now, last stream today, the stream today in the morning, we set up Neovim, and now in this stream, we will configure an LSP. What's an LSP? Glad you asked. For an LSP, I've set up a simple C++ project, and it's inside dev folder. It's here, nv main cpp, and here it is. Maybe it will be easier to see in the other file, the header. matutils header. Look at how there is no syntax highlighting, or if in the main file we have an error like here, this file doesn't exist and it's not telling me that. So that's what we'll be doing today. We'll be that's an LSP's job, is to have all of these fancy features, or the auto completion here to know that add uses 2 arguments, that they're like integers, for example. That's the job of the LSP. We don't have it and we'll add it. And the first task is to open the Neovim user guide on LSP, because that's where is all the info we need to add an LSP. I know we can just use a plugin, but there are positives and negatives to using a plugin. It's more easier, but in the long run, it would be better to do it manually. So we will try manually. If manually doesn't work, we'll go to using some kind of a plugin. Now we need help LSP, right? Is that it? And we need only this window, right? Yeah, reference manual. NVim provides an LSP client. Install language servers using your package manager or by following the upstream installation instructions. You can find language servers here. Okay. How do we open a link? Okay, G and X, that solved the issue, but it opened it somewhere else. And let's check here. The stream's current bitrate is slower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend using... okay, I'll send this much to YouTube. YouTube wants more bitrate. Settings. Where do I give more bitrate to YouTube? Okay, in the settings here. And in yo, what's up? I just have to give more bitrate to YouTube because it's complaining. And here it will not use the main encoder, but this. And it wants 6,800. 6,800. Yeah, okay. And this should be fixed. Hopefully. Let's move this again to somewhere else. Now let's continue. Here, in the LSP guide, this is the link that we opened. Let's see what's inside this link. I've never opened it before. We're looking for something about C++. We're looking for C++. Okay, implementation language, yeah. So this is the column we'll be looking at. C++, this is one of them. Maintainer, repository. We'll look at it later. What else? Oh, we have a couple of them. C-Lang, I recognize this. I've used it before. Okay, VS Code, C++ extension, C-Lang-D, CQuery, CCLS. Any other language servers? This one. Drop your link. This one. This one. This one. This one. We have to pick one of them. And I don't like that there are this many options. This one, Qt. This one. No, there are just too many now. Okay, I'll check out any one of those. And let's check settings. Yeah, I increased this, and because these streaming sites are always complaining, output video, no output. Yeah, this is 3000. Okay. So the first step, install language server using your package manager. Okay. This one, language support, is an LSP extension. This is an LSP extension. We need a language server. This is for Visual Studio. This is, what's this? Doesn't have a description. C-Lang-D is a language server. Okay, this is a language server. I'll close enabling this. Okay, I'll close this one. Archived, so it's not in use anymore. Language server supporting cross references, hierarchies. Okay, this is a language server. Originates from CQuery, code completion, definition, references. And 2 days ago, 2000 commits, and this is 5 days ago. Oh, this is the LM project is a collection of module and reusable compiler and tool chain. What? 500,000 commits 1 minute ago. Maybe it's some kind of automation. 500,000 commits. Yeah, okay. And this part, this module, 5 days ago was the last commit. And I have to pick a language server. Have to pick a language server. We have two options. This is archived, so it's not in use. This is Godot. This is find bugs. We don't need it. Archived. This probably doesn't matter. Domain specific language, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Okay, we have two language servers. Let's compare them. If people have an opinion of them. Okay, this guy asks the same question. I have to work with some fairly large code bases, so I want something that can handle that. Code completion, code navigation. I can't really decide which would be better for me. Most of the traits I've seen discussing, the two are years old. Which do you prefer and why? This is 4 years old. I've used ClankD for both C and CPP in development, mostly due to the fact that it was faster, more stable, and less resource hog. Haven't used, but I see that Slang is very high quality. Okay, so basically he is not sure which of the two to pick, but they both are language servers and both work. Some of them are saying good works for CLangD. We'll go with CLangD. If we don't like it, we can move to CCLS. Yeah. So it should have instructions on how to set it up. The website is this. Let's check out the website. And this is what we're looking for, this auto completion. What is the LLVM project? Compiler infrastructure. Collection of module reusable compiler. Yeah, that's the repository we looked at. Clang. Yeah, I don't recognize much of the stuff here. Yeah, but we just need to install it. Guides. Getting started. Debian. Then try to install package release. If that's not found, at least 9 or 8 should be available. Versions before 8 were part of the... make it the default CLangD. Okay, so there are two commands here. This is the install. This is update alternatives install. This apt-get, isn't this a bit older? I don't think it will work like that. Yeah, enable to locate package. What was the command for searching for packages? Debian search package. Command. So if we do like OBS Studio, yeah, it finds it. What about like this? Okay, it finds it. Now, CLangD. Yo, we have 17, 18, 19, and without a version. So which one do we pick? Let's check. Are there like online information about it? Debian CLangD package. There surely should be more information for the package itself. Okay, this site is cooked. Can we do it inside of here as commands? Debian package inf command. This is different. Okay, we used apt cache search. Can we do man apt cache? So we have search. Search performs full text search on all available packages. Print only important dependencies. What I'm searching for is like there were a couple of packages, and I'm not sure which one to pick on clang-d. There were a couple of versions, and there was one without any versions. Are there other guides? Debian clang-d. Yeah, we looked at that, and they said to use 12. clang-d versions. Let's see what are the latest versions. Is it in the GitHub? Like any versions? Like what's the latest version of clang-d? Is it 19? Yeah, I already... Oh, getting started. Okay. This is CC. Yeah, this is the other one. We need clang-d. Website, source code. This is how to build it. We don't want to build it. Oh, okay, let's look at the CMake. There should be more info on it. Surely. Yeah, CMake version. Think about a version. 19. That's a line number. Another line number. Nothing about a version 19. I can just install the clang-d 19 or clang-d without a version, but I'll give a little bit more time if we by any chance find what's the latest version, or like clang-d Wikipedia. Yeah. clang-d 13. So here it says 13. Oh, release 21. So there's a 21 as the latest. And here we got 19 as the latest. 17. Oh, 17 has support for all published C++ standards up to 17. Since version 16, Clang compiles. So 21 is the latest release, but here we have 19. Okay, I have an idea. Sudo apt install clang-d. What do we get here? Installing dependencies. It installs 19. Yeah, that's the latest one that we have available. I'll check clang-d dash version. That's what I'll check. clang-d version. help. And what do we have as help? Yeah, version. Lang D version. Nothing about a version. I assume it's 19, which is should be good enough for this stream. Like we don't need perfection. Okay, it's good enough. Step 1 of installing an LSP is done. Have a language server. Use vim LSP config to define a configuration for an LSP client. I have to check this. What's this? nvim LSP config. Quick start configs for nvim LSP. Collection of LSP server configurations. Install. So it's a plugin. So should I install this plugin? I'll try without it. Use vim LSP config to define a configuration for an LSP client. So we use this to define a configuration. And this link is to a plugin, which what does it do? Is a collection of configurations. So with this, we define a configuration, but this plugin is a collection of configurations. So it saves us the time of writing configurations. I don't get, but we'll test and see. Use vim LSP enable to enable a configuration. Okay, so the main thing we're working with is configurations. And now Twitch is complaining a little bit of too much bitrate. And I've set it up only for YouTube like that. Yeah, but I'll leave it to 3000. I'll see what the issue is. Or no, I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like for some other time. I'll focus on defining the LSP. Okay, let's open nvim and we need to go into the configuration of nvim, not init. Lua config. Let's go with lazy. Actually, let's look at there was an example configuration. Lazy and Vim. GitHub. They had an example configuration. So they for sure have an LSP. This is their nvim config, some kind of template. And they for sure have an LSP. And what we're looking for is configuration like this vim LSP config. Or if they are using that plugin, which is this plugin, which how is it used? Oh, it's just vim LSP enable. Vim LSP config. And we're looking for vim LSP config. Auto commands, it's not that. Surely. Init Lua. LSP. It's not that. It's not in options. Plugins. LSP. Init Lua. Nvim LSP config. Is that plugin? Nvim LSP config. They have that plugin. And Mason. And Mason LSP config. If I remember correctly, Mason is a plugin that downloads those language servers. Mason LSP config is so Mason collaborates with nvim LSP config, and nvim LSP config is a collection of configurations. This is the route if we used plugins, but I want to see without plugins. Okay, so they don't create configurations. We'll do our own configuration. Plugins would be helpful if we do many configurations, have many language servers, but we will just have CLang, just C++, only one language server and only one configuration. So we should be able to do it without plugins. Use Vim LSP config to define configuration for an LSP client. Okay, let's just copy this. Let's copy it and we'll close this. What are you? I'll just paste here. LSP. Now, command and arguments to start the server. Lua ls. Let's just compare Lua ls with clang-d, just so I can see what should we change from here. Or like Lua ls git Lua language server. Okay, we can install it and first try it out with Lua, because we already have a Lua configuration. Like we already have a Lua configuration. Let's just install this language server. It would be easier. Let's do the same thing we did last time, where we searched here, Lua ls, nothing, Lua, many things. Oh no. Lua, oh, maybe we have to do a dash. Yeah, maybe we have to do a dash. So Lua ls. Let's clear it and search again. Ls SQLite. This is probably, yeah, database. Yeah, we don't, it's not a language server. Okay, let's search for any kind of documentation. The installation instructions on our website. Man, this text is small. Homebrew Lua language server. Okay, that's what we will search for. Lua language. Still nothing. Neovim install from a package manager, but this is homebrew Mac, some other things. JetBrains, other from a package manager. Lua language server, Debian. Latest release, downloads, archive, the files. You can choose other place for them. Create a symbolic link. Install Brew on Linux. Brew package manager. Add Brew to path. Reload terminal. Brew install. Run. And in the guide, do they have Brew? Homebrew. Fine. Is there Brew? Install Brew. Why do they want us to build it? What is test? I don't think test does something. What does this do? Okay. The installation script installs Homebrew. Homebrew does not use sudo after installation. Okay, let's just do this. Darn it. Install build tools, paste in terminal. Yeah, but this is for building it. Let's go on the GitHub. Oh, come on. Brew GitHub. Do they have releases? This is Ubuntu. Who are we? Installation, yeah, it's the same page. What did this guy say? Yeah, let's try this variant. Here, assets. We have Darwin, Linux. Which one do we need? What's Darwin? OS. Open source, unique like operating. Oh, so it's something else. Linux. Which one of the two here? or this thing. Yeah, I think it's this thing. Yeah. Let's download. Yeah, download. And follow this guy's instruction. ls local share. Do I have clang D here? Because he puts them inside of share folder. Clang D. Oh no. Debian, where is program located? How is there a command to show me where clang-d is located so I can put the Lua language server there? ls bin ls bin grep clang-d. Yeah, it's in there. It's in the bin. But that's different. That's the executable. Make directory and extracted the file in there. Also, it extracts the executable in there, and we will create a symbolic link in the bin folder. So the binary is inside of that thing. Okay, cd downloads, and we have it. This is it. Lua language server, etc. So let's copy this command and let's text editor. Why is it Vim as well? Text editor. Let's change it in here. If I put it as this, and in here, Lua language server. Fine, it should be done. So if we do ls local local share Lua, and there we have create symbolic link in local bin to the executable, bin Lua language server to local bin. Also, I should have the local bin, right? ls. Oh, I'm in the downloads. Home local bin. There is no bin. There is no bin folder like that. Local bin missing. User local bin in order the file folders are created during normal Ubuntu installation. Simply means it inadvertently been removed. Yeah, I can add them. Oh, it's in ls user local bin. Oh, why does this guy use .local? Okay, we can manage. I have my own bin folder inside of home ls bin. I have my own bin folder. It's not in .local, so I'll change a bit the command. Here it's it should be in home bin Lua language server, and we delete the rest. ls bin, yeah, we have it there. So Lua language server. And is it working? Is this a success or no? Okay, let's close the terminal. Let's see what this guy. Lua language server. Let's suppose this is a success. Let's say we have Lua language server. So this here is our configuration for the Lua language server. Fine. And is that it? Use enable. Okay, let's enable it. Fine. So this is the configuration, and here we enable it. Easy. Open a code file matching one of the file types specified in the config. So file types Lua. And I'll check health. Fine. So I need to close from here. And Envim. Looking all right. Let's open a Lua file. And let's do check health vim LSP. Vim LSP. What do we have here? Lua ls active client. It looks all right. Okay, it looks all right. Okay, I think we have LSP for Lua enabled. I think we have it enabled. And we will test it. How do we test an LSP? I think in the user config, they set like here, like default key maps. Default key maps. So this is rename. This is references, implementation, definition. How do we test it? Oh, look at it. We have a warning here. Look, we have a warning to the left, and it's just complaining. I think like with Lua, this complaint, we have to do something about it. Like it's normal, like that's what I mean. The complaint is normal. Let's see. How can we check what the warning is? I want to at least check the warning, and then we will see what to do to resolve it. Rename, code action. Yeah, let's GRA. Let's try that. GRA. Mark Vim as define global. No, this is actions. I want to see what the error is. Symbol help. No. What I'm searching for is how to check what that W is. It's surely a warning about this Vim word. I want to see what the warning is, and we'll fix it later. To remove or override buffer local defaults, LSP attach, unmap K. Omnifunc set to trigger completion. In insert mode, Control X, Control O. In insert mode, Control X, Control O. Nothing happened. Okay, this is it. It's our auto completion. We have auto completion. This enables features like go to definition. So this is it, go to definition. Format lines GQ. So with GQ we can format the lines. Here, GQ formatted these lines here. Let's format the entire file. And we use the LSP to format the entire file. And K is mapped to... Okay, let's check out K. Prepend. Okay, when I'm hovering something and I press upper K, it gives me additional information. The warnings went away somewhere. They should still be there, but I don't know why they disappeared. You can remove okay. You can configure LSP behavior. LSP config. The merge. Defined init Lua. LSP config. In LSP clang d Lua. Oh. So this is what we can LSP config. Oh, this is in init Lua for all of the configurations, some kind of like changes. And this is just for the clang d. And then merge together. Okay, let me. Oh, this merges it together. This from clang d. This is from clang d, but with. Okay, I'm confused. I'm confused because I didn't read here. When an LSP client starts, it resolves its configuration. Oh, so those configurations that we wrote, they are used when an LSP starts. And it happens, and this is the rules it follows. First, it goes by this star. So this is for all of the configurations. Like this for all of the LSP clients. from the result of merging all the tables returned by in runtime path anywhere else. Okay, so like the configuration doesn't need to be just in one place. It merges it from different places. Okay. Yeah. Just so if like this repeats for every configuration, like we can have it defined in one place. Probably, like I'm assuming. Use LSP features beyond those provided. Let's quit from here and open it again. I want to see again the warnings. For some reason we lost them. Check health Vim LSP. Yeah, it's active. Last time I used one of these, and maybe then it activated. GRI. GRI. No locations found. Okay, let's Control S. Oh, okay. Now look at how once I started using the LSP, the warnings showed up. Yeah, they were gone for a while. Yeah, they're still not resolved. And I still don't know how to check what the warning is. To use SSP features beyond those provided, set key maps and auto formatting. This is for auto completion. See, how do I force reload? Why isn't completion working? How do I run request? Okay, let's check nvim how to see LSP error text. Okay, he says to use a plugin, but I'm sure there's a simpler way. Disable or doesn't need another plugin. Handlers. Virtual text false. Is this like in the LSP configuration? Where is my... Yeah, here. Do we set it up here? Like Lua, I'll search for Lua LS configuration. There should be documentation about it. Version. Okay, Neovim. Man, this is so annoying. LSP handlers. Vim LSP. Okay, let's just copy it And let's just use it. And let's like activate the LSP by issuing some commands, which were like those GRE, yeah, code action, GRA. I activated some of the LSP commands. Hopefully it issues those warnings. We can try GRT, for example. GRT. GRT. Nothing. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Let's configure for clangd. Let's configure for clangd. And let's create same thing as this one. Okay, we got the warnings again. clangd. So this thing didn't work. We'll remove it. Let's set up the clangd. This is the command. File types. Should be like cpp. C and other files, right? Oh, what files mark the root directory? Look at how here we have git.git, and here where they had this configuration with a star, and they have root markers.git. This is because it will be for all the languages. It's the same. It will be copy paste. Root markers. I'll copy this. And I'll copy that one with the star. And put it way up here. And I can format with GQ. Not the prettiest of formats. clangd, compile commands, and cpp. C. And settings, no settings. Yeah, I'll look at the comments. I think the comments are quite helpful for the Lua part. I'll check out the comments for Lua. Format, and let's enable clangd. clangd. Okay, perfect. This should be enough for clangd, so we can use it for our C++ project. And before that, I still want to see how to look at what the warnings are. How to see what those warnings are? AC jawline diagnostics. So this is what we need. Attempt to call. Let's move the line where we have diagnostics. Let's try again. Nothing. Oh shit. And let's just have this part. No. Okay, let's have it like that. Okay, this will help us with the search. He has leader D. How to replace line diagnostics. I have hit a deprecation warning. This. Here's what I tried. Deprecate, but I replaced it with an open float. Might have to pass a buffer number. Correct, it was replaced by open float. Yeah, Vim diagnostic. Where is that? Vim diagnostic. Open float. Nothing. Where are these guys getting this? Yeah, okay, let's do what this guy did with the key map. Even though he said he has deprecation warnings. We need it in key maps. That's it, right? Oh, it's it should be in a key maps for the LSP. I think should be in a different place. Yeah, let's look at the user guide. Key map. Use LSP feature beyond of those. You can set key maps and options on client on attach or LSP attach. Not all resources provide the same capabilities. Okay, no problem. Enable auto completion and auto formatting. Client. Create a key map. Enable auto completion. Get clients. Okay, let's enable this. Let's just check it out briefly. Let's quit here. And let's set it up here. And quit and open again. So this auto command, yeah, look at it. It works. It does the auto completion automatically. I don't have to do Control X. Oh, it does it automatically as I typed vim dot. And with Control N, I can go down. With Control P, I can go up. And Control Y, I can accept. So this works perfect. But, oh, and look how on save, it auto formats everything. Dude. Still, I need... Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. We're close. We're very close. Where should I set this thing? Here. Here, right? But I don't have these options, right? Options. Buff set key map. Buff set key map. He has opts. Require plugins. This is, I think I know where this is. It's here. Yeah, in setup. This is our options, I think. Inside of setup with spec, install, etc. Oh, we can see, we can check lazy, our plugin manager. We can check the plugin manager. Where's the documentation? I doubt this is it. Yeah, this should be it. LSP, right? I want to set a key map for the LSP. Do not require auto commands, key maps, lazy, under Lua configs manually. Oh, lazy Vim loads them automatically. So I didn't load them, like I set them manually. My bad. Init Lua. So I need to delete these. Nvim. No, they don't work. Maybe I've set them in the wrong place. Yeah. Cd config cd nvim ls in Lua config cd Lua config. Yeah, I have them there. Key maps and options. Options are automatically loaded before lazy and Vim startup. For me, they're not. Auto commands. Darn it. Yeah, but it still works, so. Error detected while processing LSP attach. Yeah, no problem. Key maps options. Yeah, I get the error. Nvim Lua config lazy, and it was what we last added. This thing. Yeah, it was that. That was the error. Create a key map for Vim LSP implementation. We can try. Let's check what the other parts do. What will happen if we put client here? Same thing. Attempt to call global buff set key map. Yeah, doing something wrong. I just want to set a key map for the LSP. That's my goal. That's the goal. LSP. Yeah, they set them, but for the plugin nvim LSP config. Key maps for all LSP servers. And server specific. Vim LSP buff code attach. Code action. Rename file. Okay, we probably can add this plugin, nvim LSP config. Let's see what it actually does. What does nvim LSP config do? Provides default configurations. Yeah, okay. I'll install it just so I can use the key maps. And I'll delete my configurations. And I should set up Git for my config at some point. So we will delete this. We'll delete the Lua config and the clang config. And we will delete this config for all of them. And that should be it. I'll leave this on LSP attach. This is different. And we will go to Lua, plugins, remove spec 1 because it's empty. And we'll make and let's use Vim. LSP Lua, return. Yeah, it's sensible to use that plugin. And let's do it like this. nvim LSP config. Yeah. So now if we do nvim, it's installing it. And what's the issue? It's deprecated. Require LSP config is deprecated. Instead, this is in init Lua. Init Lua that requires oh no. Let's look at, they had a warning for that and I didn't read it. They had a warning for important, require LSP config. is deprecated. Favor on Vim LSP config. Use Vim LSP config to define or modify LSP configurations. Will be dropped. Calls to will show a warning which will later become an error. It's not deprecated. Install Vim LSP enable, right? So Vim init Lua. We don't have that. We don't have here require LSP config. We don't have that. cd lua config ls vim lazy lsp. Yeah, we don't have it here. And for Vim LSP enable is the same thing as I do. Yeah, so installing it, I installed the language server, I enabled it. For the list of all server specific details. Not on your path. Yeah, my language servers are in my path, so I don't need to set this. Configuration. Yeah, I can change the default configurations, but I don't want to. Okay, let's run nvim. Let's run it with nvim and let's see what this error is. Let's check out the error. Framework is require LSP config. I don't have this anywhere. And it's saying it's... Okay, so are we getting an error or a warning? Is there use Vim LSP config instead? LSP config feature will be removed in nvim LSP. Yeah. Stack traceback. Let's see the stack traceback. Share nvim lazy. Okay, we start from the init. And the init LSP config setup not found. Ensure it is listed in configs or added as a custom server. Let's check out the guide because it's getting a bit annoying. Now, LSP key maps, global key maps. Yeah, I have this. This is the key maps. Yo, so much info. But these are probably the default values. Like we don't need all of these things. Let's check that example, please. These guys. Yeah, they have nvim. Okay, let's add this event. This is just dependencies. Let's vim config nvim and plugins. We need to go inside plugins, the LSP. Now, I want the event. No dependencies. Let's copy all of it. Let's paste it and let's full screen it. Now, no dependencies. I don't want dependencies. Underline. Lua. I'll ignore this. This is for Lua. Setup. Command line tools. This is something else. I'll delete it. Okay, just the LSP config. And now let's exit and nvim lua config lazy. Fail to set up handlers. Lazy file. I'll remove that event. This event. LSP Lua lazy vim. Okay, line 22. Line 22. Okay, let's delete the signs. We should simplify it. And let's open the same thing as above, but with Envim. It will be faster like that. 78. Let's hide it for now. And let's look if we have anywhere else that. Yeah, what's lazy vim? I want to make it as simple as possible. Servers. Okay, this is servers. This additional setup. And what's this? This is this. Turn and that return is for that function. And this is the end of that function. Yeah. And we get the same error. We get the same error. Or is that just a warning? Failed to run config for nvim LSP config. In lazy Lua 61. Okay. In 61. You know what? We can make it even simpler. We can make it even simpler. Like that. As simple as possible. It actually worked. Now here, do we have check health vim LSP? No active clients. Enabled configuration along the what? Lua ls config not found. So the plugin is not working. Lazy status. Lazy check nvim LSP config is loaded. Let's check the guide once more. LSP. This is for key maps. Let's check out again the GitHub. The configs live in LSP directory. LSP config automatically finds them. Okay, see, so these are the default configurations. Yeah, these are the default configurations. Oh, maybe in your init Lua. Vim in my init Lua. Okay, let's do it in the init Lua. Nvim lazy Lua. And let's copy those. cd back. And let's enable them. Close. And check health. Lua ls not config not found. This is the quick start. We installed the language server. We know we have the language server. We enabled it in the init Lua as the plugin manager set. Yeah, my project has a root. Okay, help LSP config call. Lua ls. And it checks for what's the root marker. Okay, it has a git. I don't have a git marker. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's add a git marker. ls. Yeah, it should be in here, like, right? Git init. ls. ls all. Okay, now I have a .git. nvim init lua. And let's check health. No, just the config is not found. It's not that it's not starting, it's just not, the config is not found. It's weird. And I should end the stream soon. Let's check the guide. Options, servers. Options, function. Servers. Let's check for a quick guide. Here's a quick guide to using the new built-in LSP functionality. Init Lua require config vim LSP enable. Yeah, I enabled the Lua ls. If you look into LSP directory, you'll see a file for each LSP I want to use. Okay, so he doesn't use the plugin. But our plugin gets the configurations automatically. Instead of just using the We have dependency so much. Just as a note. I don't want another. Okay, the plugin NVim LSP config is installed. That handles all of the that has the configurations that the language servers need. Like we have this, and it's installed and it's loaded. Like we have it. But when we look at the LSP in Lua, like no client is active, and Lua ls config not found. Clang finds it. I don't know from where it finds it. Oh, from nvim lsp config lsp Clang d. Oh, maybe the name is different. When we enable it. So here, when I enable Clang D, it finds it. Okay, maybe it's just the name. Yeah, yes. My bad, my bad. And okay, I can check they had a folder with all of them. And Lua, let's check for Lua before the dot. Lua underscore ls, man, I'll throw. Oh my. Don't tell me this was the problem, man. Don't tell me this was the problem. That was the problem. Oh my, oh my god. Yeah, we did it. That was the issue. Now, the reason we did all of that is to have our custom key map. Oh man, finally, man, finally. It should be in Lua plugins LSP, and here we will set up key maps. And I want for the diagnostic. I want for diagnostics. Okay, I'll do it like this. Like that. And okay, this is for code action. Let's check it out. When I use it like that, it gives an error. That's where the error is coming from this thing. It's from this thing. Vim LSP. Let's remove this one. Still the same problem. Let's remove this one. Same problem. Remove this. Same problem. This. Same problem. This. Same problem. Okay, it's because of that thing. Yeah, it's because of using this thing. That's somehow the issue. That's somehow the issue. Maybe if we use function. End, right? Same thing. Let's check the template. We are very close to seeing the diagnostic errors. We are very close. And I should end the stream very quick. Function. Or maybe we need this event, lazy file. Event lazy file. It's a shortcut for event, but the first. Okay. Let's try adding it. This thing. Failed invalid event lazy file. Plugin spec. Man, I just want to set up some key maps. They're using an event lazy file, but this event, I get an error when I use it. And when I use this thing, it's also an error. Man, what a drag. Okay, let's lazy and vim LSP. What was it? And vim LSP config lazy. I just want key maps, man. I just want key maps. Adding this gives an error. This gives an error. Okay, I'll try this. Okay. I'll try it. Maybe I'm pasting it wrong. Yeah. Fail to run config. Attempt to call setup. Maybe, yeah. Let's see plugins. Add your options here. Enabled. Options. Your custom options will be merged with the default options. List of events will be extended with your custom events. Okay, let's do a specific search. Nvim ops. Okay, we've installed an LSP. We'll stop it at here. We have an LSP working. It gets all the configurations that it needs. It's working. Let's just quickly check in the C++ environment. Dev nvim main cpp. Okay, and if we do help LSP, check health, check health vim LSP. Okay, clang is active and in use. And here, if we do control -O, we get some kind of an auto completion. But if we do control S, look at it. We have like suggestions like this add function takes 2 integers. And it does auto formatting on save. Like this, auto formats on save. Or like we can manually do it with GQ. And here, if we look at it, now we have an error. Because this file doesn't exist, it checks that. And here, these functions do not exist. And I will add as to do. I'll add as to do. To do how to set up LSP key maps, how to see diagnostic errors, how to remove the Lua warning for Vim Global. And learn how to use an LSP with all its features. Yeah, that's about it for some other time. But we have an LSP for C++. We downloaded clang. We installed it and it's running. And Neovim is communicating with clang-D and we're actually using it. Yeah, we have a simple C++ project and we are actually using the LSP in it. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you next time.